Big Dash knows what?
Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. So let's start this thing off right. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I really hate the Philadelphia Eagles more than any other team in the NFL, more than any other franchise in sports. Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, I don't care the sport. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. So, and it's different for me. It's different from Dallas. It's different from Washington. I'm originally from Jersey. So my disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles is at an all-time high. And I understand what they're doing right now. I can't be an ultimate hater. The Philadelphia Eagles are 11-1. I will give them their kudos for that. But that's it. That's where it stops. Again, this is rivalry week. It's different this week. Again, this is the Philadelphia Eagles. They're sitting at the top of the mountain. I wouldn't like nothing more than to knock them off. Absolutely knock them off because of where they're sitting right now. And I know a lot of people feel the same. Not only Giants fans, but every team that the Philadelphia Eagles play this year are probably going to give them their best shot just because of where they are right now. And respectfully so, I do understand that, but that's where it stops. If there's any game for the New York Giants to prove a point, to play mistake-free, it should be this game. We usually play up to the level of the competition. Right now, you have the top of the league that we're playing. So we have to play our best football. Is that possible? That's the biggest question. It's all about execution. The game plan remains the same. You want to be able to stop the run and run the ball. That's football in a nutshell, right? But when you're dealing with the Philadelphia Eagles, there's some other aspects to the game because they have some talent all over the field. Offensively, defensively, there's two monster weapons for Jalen Hurts right now, and Jalen Hurts is a weapon himself. And I think that with Wink Martindale, with his familiarity with Lamar Jackson, not saying that Jalen Hurts is Lamar Jackson's, but their skill set is similar. I think that he can come up with a plan that hopefully we can execute and have some victorious football. Now again, Jalen Hurts, very smart player. He's ascending, an MVP candidate. Yes, he is. I can't be a hater again. I have to be real. He is an MVP candidate. And I like the way he plays ball. I was always a fan of Jalen Hurts. I'm an Alabama fan, so, I was a fan of Hurts. But that's where it stops. Again, he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, so the love is lost there. I can't like the man anymore. Respectfully, or respect the man, but I can't love the man anymore. So, what we've seen from Jalen Hurts so far this year is smart football, able to convert with his arm, also with his legs. Now that's where the game and the strategy begins. You have to contain Jalen Hurts. You can't let him make plays with his legs or outside of the pocket. He's way comfortable, or he is comfortable making plays that way. So I think contain is a major thing. Now, they do have a good offensive line, but that left tackle is probably the weakest guy on the squad. And right now, the way that Kayvon Thibodeau is playing, and we know he'll be lined up on that side, I like our chances with Kayvon Thibodeau. Now, Kayvon Thibodeau has been the king of almost all year. Only has a few sacks, but his pressures are through the roof. Will this be one of those games where a lot of those pressures turn into sacks? I hope so. And with an athletic quarterback like Jalen Hurts, you have to hope that he can get there quickly and disrupt what that man is trying to do. Now, on the outside, when I'm talking about the cornerbacks against their wide receivers, we got to pray that these guys hold up long enough. I need at least two seconds of coverage. Hope that these edges can contain and get home, and then let Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams, if he plays, clean up the middle. Force that pressure in the middle. Dexter Lawrence right now, to me, is having a all-pro type of season. We know that Jason Kelce, the center for the Philadelphia Eagles, is a Pro Bowl, possibly a Hall of Fame type center. Older guy, but the way that Dexter Lawrence is playing right now, I'm going to tilt my hat to Dexter Lawrence, because right now he has proven that he cannot be stopped by anybody this year so far. Again, a big piece of that puzzle is also Leonard Williams. If Leonard Williams plays, that means they cannot double Dexter Lawrence. Leonard Williams is dealing with the neck injury. He did not practice today, and we can just hope that this man is healthy enough to play. Hopefully he's cleared to play. We should find out something tomorrow as far as if he's going to be active or not. It might also be a game time decision, but right now, if Leonard Williams is playing, I like our chances even more to be able to pull out a victory, against the Eagles. Now, they also have, and this is the Eagles, they also have a pretty good running game. Miles Sanders has been a Giants killer in the past, but again, this is a different Giants team, a different coaching staff, and I think we'll be prepared, for what the Eagles have to bring. Now, again, the plan doesn't matter, strategies do not matter. It's all about execution at the end of the day. Now, can the Giants execute? That's going to be the biggest question right there. Another thing that has to happen is mistake-free, penalty-free football. That's another thing that we have to see, or hopefully see, happen this week. Now, if the Giants can play mistake-free, and I'm hoping they can, if they can play penalty-free, and I'm hoping that they can, that gives us even more of a better chance to win this game. Now, I also think this game starts in the trenches, but also the turnover game is going to be big. Can we win the turnover battle? Can we cause Jalen Hurts to make some mistakes, possibly put a ball on the ground, possibly throw an interception and be able to capitalize on it? That's where the game lies, or that inner game lies for me, in my opinion. A lot of things, I'll be real, a lot of things have to go in the Giants' favor in order for us to pull off this victory. But at the end of the game, this is a division game. In most cases, you can throw records out of the window, because when it comes to these NFC East type games, they're all tough. They're all in the trenches. They're all games where we just beat each other up. And I think this is the type of game that we need to play in order to try to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, on the Eagles' defensive side, they have a lot of playmakers. That front is very good. Jordan Davis, I believe, is going to be on a pitch count. He's coming back off of injuries. They picked up Linville Joseph. They picked up Ndamukong Suh. But at the end of the day, if you want to call it a weakness, right now, the Philadelphia's weakness on defense is their run defense. Right now, the Giants are down on their offense, being able to run the ball, offensively. But earlier in the season, that was our strengths. Can the New York Giants get it together for this week? Throw a scheme together, throw a game together where Saquon Barkley is able to do his thing. And Saquon Barkley is another question mark, in my opinion, as well, because he has not looked the same, since that game with 35 carries, since the Green Bay game with the shoulder injury. And I'm just hoping that, with some more rest, that he's able to heal, that he's able to produce at a higher level than what he's been able to do. Last week was a little bit better than the previous weeks. I think he had about 60 yards rushing and a touchdown. But again, you get Evan Neal back. I'm not sure what's going on with Bredesen. I'm hoping that Azudu is ready to go. I'm hoping that Nick Gates starts at center, and I don't care what Feliciano is right now. He's still in a doghouse, in my opinion. But hopefully we can get one of these left guards back, whether it be Bredesen or Azudu. Nick Gates at center, and of course Evan Neal is back. Lewinsky, they rested him today, as a veteran rest, non-related, just a rest day for him. He's dealing with some back issues. So we just hope that they are able to put everything together, this being the offensive line, and we can get one of those earlier in the season type games where we're able to run the ball for 100 yards plus, get a touchdown, sustain some long drives, convert some first downs, and keep that Philadelphia Eagles offense off of the field. I think that's going to be the game plan for the New York Giants. A high-powered offense can't do anything on the sideline, and that's the game plan right there. Again, on defense, get off of the field on third down. Be disruptive. Cause some turnovers, and then if you do cause some turnovers, the offense play complementary football like we did last week. Get the turnover and let the offense score some points. If we can do those type of things, not only do we have the chance to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, we have the chance to take that momentum into the rest of the season and do what we have to do to get into the playoffs. we're in the playoffs now, but to make sure that we are absolutely in the playoffs and possibly make a run in the playoffs. If we can just do those things, again, running the ball is very, very important. I do think that outside of Barkley, you do need to add a little bit more Breda, add a little bit more Brightwell, because they do have the fresher legs. If you believe it's a fatigue thing with Saquon Barkley and not an injury. These dudes do have fresh legs. Mix them in there a little bit more. If you want to, put Barkley on the pitch count. He is the home run hitter. You know what I mean? And we know how Saquon Barkley plays. You know, he gets a 2-yard run, a 3-yard run, 7-yard run, 10-yard run, 2-yard run, and the next thing you know, he's off to the races for 70 yards and taking it to the house. That's Saquon Barkley in a nutshell. But in between all that stuff, get the ball to Breda, get the ball to Brightwell, let them run some of those tough yards, those short yards. Be creative on offense, and if you can't get the running game going, use the short pass as an extension to the run game, and you can use all three of those running backs in situations like that because they all have the skill set to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Barkley is great. Breda is great. Brightwell is somebody that I'm learning and showing that he has the ability to do a lot more things than we expect. But again, that's if you want to call them keys to victory, this is my review or preview of the game on Sunday. Again, this is rivalry week. New York Giants versus Philadelphia Eagles. I'm mad we had to wait so long to play these guys the first time in the season. And then we also end our season with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I definitely want one, but I would love to sweep these guys. And I know that's asking a lot. You might look at me crazy. Of course I'm crazy. I'm biased. I'm a New York Giants fan, so I'm going to say some crazy things at times. But I really do believe that we can possibly sneak a victory from the Philadelphia Eagles if we play New York Giants football like we did earlier in the season. Mistake-free football, aggressive play calling, and keep our foot on this team's neck. Kafka. Be smart on defense. No crazy elaborate blitzing schemes because these guys have the weapons on the outside to beat the blitz. Wink. You know, control everything. Make sure your coordinators are doing the right things, Dable. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. And I didn't even mention Daniel Jones yet because there's a lot of things when you mention Daniel Jones. Things can go left, things can go, way out of whack when you mention Daniel Jones' name because he is the enigma. But again, if you plan on winning a game for the New York Giants, you need Daniel Jones to be able to convert with his legs, make plays with his arm, be a compliment to Barkley and Barkley a compliment to him. Also get your tight ends involved. Bellinger, I think Cage should not be a healthy scratch this week. Isaiah Hodgins needs to get the ball. I heard that Kenny Galladay possibly is going to be playing. I know how we feel about Kenny Galladay, but right now we need all hands on deck for the Philadelphia Eagles. So if Kenny Galladay can provide a spark somehow, some way, I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. Darius Slayton had some great plays the past couple of weeks. He's coming along. He also had the drop. I need you to be mistake-free, Darius Slayton. Because this is that type of game where we can either die at the end of the season or towards the end of the season, or we can make something happen and push forward and make something, special happen this year. So I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The channel is growing. Again, I'm over 1,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you. Big Dash knows I got the merch. You can find it in the bio. Thank you all for the support with that too. You guys are ordering shirts, hoodies, and things like that. And I do want to say thank you very much. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys are providing. But from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.